Okay. Oh, it's pretty gray down here. Shit show. But it looks pretty cool with all the fog. I'm having some Daisy time off. She is the most hyperactive puppy I've ever met. And she's mine. And I know hyperactive puppies. I had a hyperactive boy. Sometimes I call her his name. We keep going until they drop. So she's dropped. She's had her double shots now. She's got 3 weeks to get one more shot, and she's good for a year. So then after that, I thought about tattooing her ear, and I don't think I'm going to do that because I had a beautiful cat in North Vancouver, Siamese cat, and they tattooed his ear, and he didn't like it. It was very upsetting for him, and you know what? It looked like shit. There's no way I'm putting a chip in there. The chips sometimes float around the body. Plus, who knows what the hell's going to happen? Maybe in a dystopian shit show, and I don't want to be tracked through my puppy. So it's bizarre that people are still standing in this neighborhood, eh? You'd think if there's a real pandemic, everybody would be dead, and the developers would come in, because that's what they do. They're fun, and redevelop the neighborhood. Wouldn't they be happy? So in a real pandemic, the ambulances would be coming for the victims of the disease. Instead, my TV is always interrupted by ambulances coming from overdoses. And a lot of the overdoses, what happened, a lot of people get into heroin is from doctors getting in an accident, being prescribed pharmaceutical shit show drugs. I was on hydromorphines for 6 months when I broke my ankle and got parts in it. And St. Paul's Hospital gave me a huge amount of diseases, plus blood poisoning. And I went back to St. Paul's Hospital 13 times. This is how bad they were. And they thought that I was already addicted to hydromorphines, and I was an addict. So I had no history, only a pot smoker. So I was pretty pissed off. Finally, when the line grew from the blood poisoning, the hospital in North Van, Lionsgate, took me serious. But then they sent me with money for a cab back to St. Paul's Hospital. And that would have been, I don't know how long ago, over 10 years ago. So I have parts in my ankle. It'll never break again. I can use it as a weapon. But it's just unbelievable. So here we are at the end of the year of the pandemic, and it's gotten worse down here. At least the self-distancing is fabulous, isn't it? Oh, I love this guy's hat. He's very cool, that David got. And his dog. I believe his dog only eats natural stuff. None of these shit bones from the store. Has to be good, real. I tried. That's when I upped my ante. That's how I got my dog. Having dog treats in my purse and meeting the dog owners until I found Daisy. So because of that guy, I upped my ante, and I got expensive rawhide, chicken-filled, no additive little treaties for them. And they loved it. No dog turned it down. Now I don't buy them anymore because they're expensive. And they're still too big for Daisy. So, amazing. They do clean the streets better. After lots of freaking videos, they clean the streets way better. And on the drug addicts side, there's no garbages on the streets. They need to put garbages, more garbages on the street. They took them out in the 80s. Vancouver used to be beautiful in the 80s. Actually, if I could go back to any time, I'd go back to the 80s. Do that over again.